morning. Okay, hold up. It's nighttime. I'm feeling very slap happy, and I don't know why. Okay, the first card that came out when picking a zodiac for this reading was Virgo. Good morning. But a second one came out. And originally, I don't know, I've only ever gotten one card to come out anytime I use this, so I feel like I'm supposed to take it. So I'm going to. Sagittarius. So we have Virgo and Sagittarius. And while I was doing a pre-shuffle on the Oracle deck I plan on using, this one fell out. Embracing. Now we have opening at the bottom of the deck. I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. And then at the bottom of the deck of the tarot I plan on using, we have the world. The end of a cycle. And then beneath that is death, transformation, embracing. I embrace and love all of my life. I think I kind of want to read on all of this stuff first before I get into trying to decipher it, because I just want to make sure I'm clear before I go running my mouth. Yeah, the world. We'll read the world first. I'm telling you, I don't know what's up with me right now. I was singing that before I started this. I was singing that song. Slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your butt fall off. Gas pedal. And then I was like, get them while they're hot. So I have no idea. And then good morning happened. Get them while they're hot. Oh my gosh. The world represents the ending of a cycle to prepare for a new journey at a higher level of development and experience. The world as an archetype is the 21st encounter for the Fool, showing us that life is constantly changing and that we are meant to build on our experiences. In this ending is another beginning. So I think that this is just asking you to embrace where you're at within your life, embrace that there is an ending, embrace that there are new things, new experiences, a new adventure that is coming into your life. Be open to it. Understand that everything that is going on right now is a gift, whether it feels like it or not. Okay, let's go ahead and see if any more Oracle wants to come out for you. Is it speed up, grab the wall, or is it slow down? Because I said slow down. Okay. All right. Enough with the ADD. Yeah. I apologize. I am all over the place. Ooh. Freedom. Boundless freedom surges through me. Purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. That could have to do with this ending here. This card also asks you to cleanse yourself. I don't know if you have a sort of cleansing ritual that you like to perform for yourself, just to clean up your own aura, your own energy, make yourself feel a little bit lighter. This card also asks you to clean up around your own home, get rid of clutter, get rid of that which no longer serves. Impeccability. This card speaks to doing and holding true to what you said you were going to do. Holding true to your goals, keeping the promises that you've made, not only to others, as long as they still, fit and are aligned. Maybe don't listen to me completely on that. If you said you're going to do something, do it. Unless if that person robbed you blind or something like that, then maybe not. Anyway. And most importantly, keep promises to yourself. Continue to chase after the things that you said that you would achieve for yourself. Continue chasing the goals that you have set out for yourself, whether that be the goal of eating better or the goal of going to bed on time, so that way you're more well rested and it's easier for you to be the type of person that you want to be each day. How you've promised yourself that you would approach situations. I'm a mess. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, what's that? Oh, wow. Do we need to know more? Do we need to know more? Let me roll with that real quick and then I'll decide. I want to read Freedom from the Oracle deck real quick for you. I opened up to impeccability. I'm going to read that for you real quick. Now is the time to be impeccable in your responsibilities, relationships, and home environment. Gather your discipline and integrity around you like a sacred cloak. No matter what it takes, maintain your power, intent, and focus. Pay attention to details. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to understand this, like try and get an idea of what's going on, but I'm having a hard time like coming up with an example of why this is coming through, like what might be going on. Maybe I'll learn more once I get into the tarot. Break free, express yourself, and let your spirit fly. Flaunt your stuff, dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Be daring, fling your arms to the heavens, enjoy. You aren't here to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectations of others. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Replace the phrase, I should, with I could, but I choose not to at this time. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning to give those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Interesting. This might have to do with a shift in perspective about how you're thinking about certain things. So let's say, this is just an example. Let's say that you're at a job, you have a certain career placement right now that isn't necessarily aligned for you right now anymore. But you're taking steps to sort of build up the sort of career that is aligned for you, but it's not necessarily stable enough for you to fully step into. So you kind of have to be here and there for the time being, which may make you feel a little bit trapped, because you probably want more than anything to be able to step into this situation and step into it fully and leave this other thing behind. But one of the best ways to look at a situation or a circumstance such as that is, this thing right now is giving me the stability and the finances needed in order for me to ensure that this has a good foundation before I step into it. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It's like planning. It's like taking the time out to plan. This is giving me the ability to plan for my future and move with discipline and integrity. You know? I need to figure out how the tarot fits. Don't mind me. Embracing. I want to read embracing too. The other two, purification, I feel like I got that one down. No. Embrace all of your life, both the dark and the light. Dance with your shadow and reclaim parts of yourself that you've denied. Embrace your past and what has been hidden or denied. The path to wholeness, whole nuts, is through accepting and embracing all parts of yourself. Every experience you've had, even the ones that you thought were bad, was important for your spiritual journey. What you deny in yourself can fester and even control your life. Embrace your darkness, because you need every aspect of yourself in order to attain wholeness. Don't suppress your anger, bitterness, or fear to a place where it can grow in the deep recesses of your being. Bring it to the light, accept and love it all. I think that also speaks to accepting where you've been as well. I think that sometimes we can get upset with ourselves for not having it all figured out sooner. For not knowing what we wanted sooner, for not knowing how to make the moves toward it sooner. Maisie, can you take that to your bed, please? Go to your bed. She listened. That's awesome. Okay, where was I? I don't remember where it was. I think it's just really important to embrace your whole path. Even the things that when you look back at now, it's just like, what? Why was I there for so long? Why was I even there at all? How come I didn't know better? How come I didn't know more? How come I wasn't better? You needed all of that. Every last bit of that was a gift to you, to show you what it is that you did want. That you wouldn't have even figured out what you wanted had you not been in that particular spot. There is a loss or defeat you must accept and work to overcome. This could be the thinking that you're having about this has to do with that shift in perspective, because thinking like you're doing now is leaving you imbalanced and it's not doing you any good. Learning how to love those things that seem as though they're difficult to love, those things that make you feel like you're behind, those things that make you feel like you're less than. Accepting those things and integrating them, knowing that they have information for you, is going to rebalance you. Now, we got the Hanged Man, which in most tarot decks, Maisie, take that to your bed, please. She came back. Mean a shift in perspective. And there's another deck that I have that means waiting for the right time to make a move. Suspended in time, waiting for the right time to make a move. I think we're alone now. The beating of the heart is the only sound. The Hanged Man represents knowing sacrifice. When we realize we must accept a short-term difficulty for a long-term gain. The Hanged Man archetype is the 12th encounter for the Fool, showing us the importance of devotion, surrender, and sacrifice. Forgiveness is also a message contained within this card. Forgiving yourself for... Not that you necessarily need forgiveness. You aren't wrong for anywhere that you've been, but, you know, tell your own mind that, right? Tell your own heart that. It's okay to forgive yourself, though. Everybody all has those types of things that they wish that were different. And it's just the most unkind and unfair thing to do to yourself. But being in this weird spot of knowing what is right in front of you, or knowing what you want, wanting to take action on it, but being suspended in time at the moment until the right time to make the move. Accepting where you're at right now and choosing to see it as a stepping stone. But even though you're here and you're not in that spot that you want to be just yet, I don't remember what I just said. Seeing this here that you haven't gotten to step out of, allowing yourself to appreciate it as the stepping stone that it is. Do you know how much harder it would be to get from here to there without this being a stepping stone? You know, not everyone's that flexible, man. Okay. Now, the Devil. Give me a second. I feel like the Devil can be like bad habits, addictions, temptation, being bound to something. You know, these thoughts and feelings that you're having about your past and where you're at right now. You know, the ones where you're being asked to shift the perspective on. They can trigger your fear, your shame, your guilt. And what happens when we live from a place of those emotions. We tend to sidestep. We tend to act without integrity. We make leaps that are fear-based, creating another stepping stone, of course, absolutely, but you have the ability, with patience, and continuing to be devoted to what you're trying to create, to be able to step into what it is that you're trying to create without an extra stepping stone, if you choose to integrate everything needed, but and not perpetuate it again, if that makes sense. Like, when we make moves from those lower chakras, we tend to perpetuate a cycle that we are tired of living. It's time to allow this cycle come to an end through continuing to trust yourself, forgive yourself, accept everything that has been as is. Because the devil here is saying that if you make any moves or reactions out of those lower based emotions, trying to soothe them instead of allowing them to come up, feeling them, and then letting them go, you have the potential to hurt yourself, perhaps other people. Don't relapse back into a cycle that you're trying to get out of, if that makes sense. Awesome. What is the Queen of Swords trying to say here? She is at the bottom of the deck. And after that, I think we'll close this out, because I think this was very well explained. This situation or relationship calls for detached and logical thinking. Be strategic. The Queen of Swords isn't somebody who is ruled by her emotions. She's up here with her energy. Here and here. She's in the higher chakras of thinking when it comes to how she decides to move. Those fear, guilt, and shame, they're all lower based emotions. I think I'm with this purification card. I'm also getting that eating lighter might help. Go for some leafy greens, some fruits, broth, lots of water. Try not to do anything too heavy, because it won't help those lower chakras feel any better, you know? Eating lighter, because what you eat immediately hits the solar plexus. The solar plexus is ruled by willpower, but it's blocked by shame. And then the sacral chakra is ruled by creativity, but blocked by guilt. And then the root chakra is ruled by, or is, I don't know if ruled by is the right way of saying it, but just entertain me a little bit. Is ruled by courage, but is blocked by fear. And all of these things, thoughts, dislikes about yourself and where you've been, can cause these things to be a bit blocked and reactive. So, all right, I think we're going to go ahead and leave that there. I'm wishing you all the best. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with me and my, whatever that was. And I can't wait to see you again. Good night.